Hi, thanks for tuning in. Yes, I did a video a few days ago, a telephone call that came in to Matt, and there were some communication problems. You know how there's this delay, or at least there's supposed to be a delay, and the caller will usually call in and say, "Hello, can you hear me?" And Matt will say, "Yes, we hear you." "Hello, can you hear?" It turned into a bit of a farce. It sounded like something out of an Abbott and Costello film, something like Who's on First Base kind of sketch. And I thought it was really funny. A lot of you didn't. Some of you accused me of being too easily amused. Actually, it's not true. Stand-up comedy, modern stand-up comedy, humor in films, etc. I rarely ever laugh at all at any of those, but I laugh a lot at theists and a lot of the incidents which happen on the call-in shows. It's probably one of the reasons I do this. I find it so amusing. So we've got another, what I think is a funny one here, a caller who made me laugh when I listened to it, and I hope you all laugh too. There's really no debate here. There's no real conversation on the existence of God, but I still think it's worth watching for the amusement value. Here we go.
First time,
Brooklyn.
That's right. I loved the first time you called. You gave the most existentially Brooklyn. How you doing? When we answered it was the best. Anyway.
Hey, how you guys been?
How you been?
What's new with you guys?
Living the dream. However, this is generally when the show is ending, so we're gonna maybe jump past some of the pleasantries and get kind of closer to the.
Yeah, I'm trying to be friendly. You know what I mean?
For sure.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Give us
I'm a nice guy, bro. You know what I mean?
You and me both. Tony, what did you want to talk about?
He's a nice guy. He's giving a recommendation to himself. Well, okay, let's find out how nice a guy he is.
Nah, just, you guys told me to give you a call back, so that's what I'm doing, you know what I mean?
All right.
And re-listen.
So there was a previous conversation. I'd love to hear that. I wonder which episode it was on. So somebody told him to call back, and that's what he's doing. Let's find out why he's calling back exactly, precisely.
We talked about a few things back a couple months ago. It was probably maybe 8-10 months ago. I'm not even really sure, to be honest with you. It's been a while,
I think it was actually back in March. I think it wasn't that long ago, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it sounds like that. It just sounds right. Yeah.
Sure.
I've just been busy, you know what I mean? I'm working a lot, you know what I mean?
Totally get it.
Take care of the kids.
But like I said, right? Tony. Like I said, we got to wrap the show up. So let's just get into the meat and potatoes of what you wanted to talk about.
No, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to be friendly. You know what I mean?
I get it, but don't. Yeah, even this part. Skip this part. Just go to the point.
He's just trying to be friendly. Okay, but what have you called about?
Shit, come on, Jimmy. It is what it is. But listen, I just call you guys back to let you know that we spoke about what we spoke about. I thought about it, right? And I'm still holding the same position I used to hold. Nothing changed.
Right. And last time you called, you said because of your personal spiritual experiences, you still are a Catholic, or you were a Catholic as a result of personal spiritual things. You don't have any way to prove any of it true. You don't have you have no evidence. You believed that it was wrong to be skeptical of faith, which is a notion that we disabused you of. You basically said, I just have personal feelings, no logical reasoning. And by the way, the reason why I know all of these things and I seem like I have an amazing memory is because we actually put your clip up this last week and I'm just reading the description of it.
It was pretty good.
Well, let's see how it's performing. So you've called basically to tell us that you still hold the same position, even though last time you conceded that you don't have evidence, you just have personal feelings.
Actually, you know what? The thing is, I sat down and thought about it.
Okay.
And you know what?
So do you have a better reason now to present to us than last time?
It's not actually it's the same reason. And you know what? You know what? Listen, you guys have the same belief as you did back in the day. I have the same belief I have right now.
Oh, that's interesting. So he's saying that he's got no new reasons, still the same reason. His position hasn't changed. And he's saying, and you guys haven't changed either. You're still in the same position. So I just thought I'd call in to let you know nothing's changed.
Tony. And you know what? I have no problem with
Tony,
that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, hey, Matt, how you been?
Well, I'm sensible. Are you suggesting that you called in to tell us nothing's
Just
changed
catch
since
up with
last
you guys,
time?
to be honest with you. Just to catch up
I'm
with you
not.
guys, basically.
I don't want to catch up with you, Tony. I don't need
Why
people
not?
calling me to. Cause I got shit to do. I don't need somebody calling in to tell me that, hey, I still believe the same shit I used to believe. I just figured I'd call in to let you know. I appreciate that you're a nice guy, but I'm not your friend.
We don't know each other.
And you know what?
I apologize about that.
I have friends.
You know, I apologize
I
about
have friends, and they don't feel the need to call me to tell me that they still believe in a God or still don't believe in a God. It's bizarre.
No, you know, if there's just any hard feelings, I
You
apologize.
sound like you've
about
been
that,
drinking.
You know? And I'm just trying. You know, I saw you around, and I said, hey, you know what? Let me tell you how I feel again.
Yeah, how many drinks
That's
deep
it,
are you
you know?
actually? I'd like to just ask that directly. Have you been drinking today, Tony? Because I also think you sound slurred
No, I'm
compared to
actually
last time.
on blood pressure medication.
Okay. Then my apologies for saying that you sound like you've been drinking, but you do sound like you've
Oh, does blood pressure medication make you sound drunk?
been drinking. But here's the thing. How many times has
actually,
someone,
I have
how many
I have
times,
a heart condition.
how many, I do too. How many times has somebody called you on the phone to tell you, hey, we talked about a year ago, nothing's changed?
Many times.
Many times.
Many times.
You call people to do that all the time.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
people
that doesn't
call
happen to me.
and tell me.
Cool.
People call me and say, "Hey, not enough for nothing." It's the same shit like a year ago.
Yeah. People that are friends of yours, right? Like people on shows don't call you.
No,
You do realize we're doing a show right here where people are supposed to call in to defend what they believe.
I'm not trying to disrespect.
At no point have we ever said, "Hey, call in and tell us everything's still the same."
And I apologize. I'm not trying to confront you guys.
I like the way that Matt often finds interest in a call. He finds an angle, even if it's not on religion. He will find another angle, and I suppose this is psychology, and maybe the human condition of loneliness. I don't know.
Listen, I just called in to just contact you back, like you told me to give you a call back, and that's what I did.
Tony, all I want is if things are the same, did you call in to actually defend your position in some new way or with some new information? Did you call in to defend? Okay. Did you call in to defend?
Just to check up on you guys. That's basically it.
Okay. You can check up on us as much as we need to be checked up on just by tuning in and watching.
Yeah, Tony, I'm gonna end with this.
I apologize.
He's touching base. He's touching base with them. I know exactly what he's doing, but whether he should be doing this in a call-in show, I don't know. Matt's email address is easily discoverable online. He could have easily sent Matt or Jimmy an email just to touch base with them. There was no need to call in.
No. Stop talking, because you keep talking. I started talking. You kept doing this. You kept interrupting. To tell you the truth, Matt might have apologized. I think you're lying, and you have been drinking today. Because I also just listened to your voice. Your voice is noticeably different. Tony, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Tony, if somebody calls in and we had a conversation, and in that conversation they gave a bunch of concessions that they don't have evidence, and they say, by the way, I'm calling in to let you know nothing's changed, I consider that a taunt. That you're calling to be like, by the way.
No. I honestly don't think that's the case. I disagree with Jimmy here. I think that, I don't know, I think he's just lonely, and he really did just want to touch base with them, but he's somehow lost touch with reality, that's not really what you do. You don't really contact somebody if you're not a friend and you want to touch base with somebody in this context. He would at least have to bring something new to the show, such as Matt said. Either he's got new reasons, or he wants to maybe run over the old reasons again, or something like that. But just to say hello, yeah, I still believe, but I've got nothing else to say other than to check up on you guys. Seems like one big waste of time of a very lonely person.
You might have owned my ass last time, which we did. You might have owned me, but I haven't changed a bit. Don't bother next time, Tony. Seriously, if you want to call back with your good reasons to call back with what has changed, call back with after you acknowledge that you aren't being logical, that you aren't being intellectually consistent with the ways that you've improved and changed your life. Because if when exposed to that information, you don't think I should make some changes to make sure that I actually care about what is true and what isn't, we have nothing to talk about. So think about that next time before you call in.
Actually,
Bye. I'm not,
Jimmy,
I don't care. I dropped it. I don't care.
Okay, yeah. So just to say that obviously there are a lot of lonely people out there, and I personally get emails now and again because my email address is on my YouTube channel. If you dig a bit, you can find it. And I only had an email just the other day from somebody saying that he wanted to communicate with me, and he wanted to, it seems, get some kind of pen pal relationship going. And I haven't replied. I don't reply to those emails. I haven't got time for virtual friendships, and I just haven't. And unless I've got a really good reason, unless I take a really strong shine or liking to the person who has contacted me for whatever reason, I don't usually reply to those messages. And yeah, so I think Tony has been drinking, and he hasn't really got a strong grasp of sort of social awareness if he's calling in just to say that nothing has changed for him, and he's just calling in to touch base. Okay, well, I hope you found that amusing. I laughed a few times, but yeah, if you've got any thoughts, let me know. I will go and have a look at Tony's clip. I did write down it's March. This one went out in 2023. So March 2022, possibly. I'll go and have a look and see if I can find his original clip and maybe comment on it. Bye for now.